this system should not allow people to amass the kind of wealth that Elon has mustered. But he started this Twitter poll. Much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? Man, are you crazy? I mean, just he playing games with this. And just his whole cavalier attitude about the fact that him and so many like him pay zero in federal taxes or nearly none, less than what the average worker pays for sure, and they pay no taxes on this stock at all because income is taxed, not wealth.
So there's so many components of that that's amazing. Now, first, that's not how my taxes work, where I go, well, should I pay him? Let me do a Twitter poll.
Right. So, I wish.
Right, Nina, you ever do a Twitter poll to see if you should pay your taxes?
No. I'm not living. You haven't lived until you can do that.
Yeah. So, which goes to show you how dysfunctional our system is. The rest of us have to pay taxes. We don't have a choice. We'll be arrested if we don't pay taxes. Just ask Wesley Snipes. Right. Okay.
Or anything we own seized.
Yeah, and but literally the richest man on earth is saying, "Oh, it's optional for me to pay taxes." He has over $330 billion, and he's wondering out loud because it's so brazen. Should I pay $1 in taxes to you plebeians, to you masses, you villagers? Right? He asked, and then he's surprised to find out they said yes.
Yeah,
3.5 million people.
And it should have been at a higher number. I mean, I'm 57, almost 58%. Hell, I don't. Anyway, and let us not forget, how many people, hundreds of thousands of people have died in this pandemic, and the fact that this man increased his wealth by $2.1 trillion richer since the start of the pandemic and growing, and he's not the only one. So you tell me, is this about individuals or or is this about a system that is absolutely rigged for people like him?
Yeah,
it's a system and it's rigged.
Now I'm going to be fair, and guys, so Elon's feelings might be hurt, so I just want to make it clear. His company might have gone up in the trillions, but his own personal wealth only went up by over $200 billion, Nina. Not $2 trillion, $200 billion.
Well, okay, you're right.
During
you're
the
right.
pandemic.
I'm sorry.
Poor guy. I don't know if he'll ever recover. Okay.
It's business. Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Okay, so now there's more hilarity that ensues here because he said in a follow-up tweet, he said, "I will abide by the results of this poll, whichever way that it goes." And then he wanted sympathy, I guess, and he said, "Note, I do not take a cash salary or bonus from anywhere. I only have stock. Thus, the only way for me to pay taxes personally is to sell stock." Oh, do you have to sell some of your stocky-walkie out of your $330 billion? Oh, but I don't take any salary. Are you bragging about that? Is that the insanity we're living in here as you made $200 billion in about a year because of the insanity of the stock market? Okay, but the lie is in based on the results of the poll, if you guys say yes, I'll do it. We find out today, because he did sell some of his stock today, that according to the records, he was planning to sell the stock all the way back on September 14th. Oh, so it wasn't a Twitter poll, was it, Elon? You knew you had to pay it because what happened was he had got a certain options designed in a certain way where he had to exercise the option, which means, hey, the gains are finally realized. That's actually, income that's coming into him. That he can't hide that anymore. So for that portion of the stock, he has to pay taxes like the rest of us. That's why he's crying. He's like, "Oh, I'm not a normal person. I'm above you guys. I'm superior to you. Now I have to pay taxes like a normal person," right? And so, by the way, the stock dropped a lot today when he did that, from $1,200, which is an outrageous price, down to $1,000. So $200 loss of the stock value. And I have a theory why, Nina. I mean, I don't know that a lot of other people noticed this. Probably in the business community they did, but he sold mainly 3 million shares, right? But to pay the taxes, he only had to sell about 1 million shares. So he sold an extra 2 million in shares, and he did that throughout the week. So, and he did it like quietly, and I understand why he wants to do it quietly. But that to me says maybe he doesn't have so much faith in that Tesla stock to begin with, and he's thinking, well, the suckers think it's up here, maybe I sell some of it and cash out. So all this like, oh, to pay the taxes, oh, I guess I will pay some taxes. Give me as much as you can. They're never gonna be this high. It's crazy, it shouldn't be this high. So there's some chance that's why the stock dropped today as well. So, but the bottom line, Nina, is here we are pleading with the richest people in the country to pretty please pay $1 in taxes.
Yeah, I mean, that billionaire tax, we need it.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.